Welcome back. If you aren't new, welcome to the channel. If you are new, as you guys saw in the title and also the thumbnail, we will be changing the MAF sensor, which is the mass airflow sensor. It is right beneath this cover. The sensor is underneath the engine cover. Some of them are right on the air intake, but we're going to change this out because we're throwing a code for that, and we also have a vacuum leak. So we're going to get this out of the way, and then we're going to fix the vacuum leak as well. What we have to do to get this cover off is to pop these out, as you can see, and then move this clip off, and then this whole thing will come out. I have a new air box for this because it comes with the clips and everything, but I'm going to cut you guys back on once I take this cover off, and then I'll show you what the mass airflow sensor looks like that is already in there. So as you can see, this is the stock mass airflow sensor that is in the car right now. It's kind of dirty. As you can see, it's got some wear and tear on it. So what we have to do is we have to disconnect this connector, I believe this one as well. And then there should be a couple of bolts. Yes, they're right down there, if you can see right there. And then I'm not sure where the other ones are at, but once I figure that out, I'll cut you guys back on. All right, we got the MAF sensor off. As you can see, this is the old one and this is the new one. I got this off of eBay. It actually shipped from Dubai, which is pretty interesting. The only thing that's concerning with this is, as you can see on the stock one, it has the Mercedes part number, and then it also has German part number. It only has the German part number on here, but everything else seems to be legit. The MAF sensor on the inside says Bosch. Well, I believe that this one is a legit Bosch MAF sensor. What we'll do is we'll run it and then we will see what happens. But we have a little bit of a situation to figure out. As you can see inside of the throttle body, it's this liquid. It actually smells like gas. I'm not sure what that is, if that's normal. Like I said, this is my first bend, so I just never really saw that into a throttle body before. But we'll clean this up, and I'm not sure if more things need to be removed with this car. I'm not sure, but if it does need to be, and if it's not normal, then I will most definitely get this situated. Hopefully there's not like an internal leak or external leak or whatever that's causing that to look like that. I hit the forums up real quick. I'm waiting for a response right now. So I'm not sure why that looks like that, but I will cut you guys back on once I figure it out, because I don't want to put this new MAF sensor in there if we have a problem that we need to sort out. Also, cut you guys back on. This port has a connector to it, as you can see, and then this doesn't. So what I'll probably just do is I'll swap these two out. These do have an O-ring. I'll probably swap this O-ring out and put this onto that one if it fits. Hopefully it does, and then we should be good to go with that. But yeah, that's actually it's concerning for sure. I'm not sure what that's about, and we're probably gonna have to get new couplings, because I did a smoke test and it actually leaked from this. So we'll get that sorted out as well. We're probably gonna have to order that, so we're probably gonna have to wait to get this job done. But for you guys, it'll be a pretty quick video. You can see there is a hose right there that looks like it was cut. We don't have a code for that. I checked on the forum and it said it would go to the MAP sensor with a P, so which basically connects to your EGR, which that tube goes all the way to the intake. So we haven't gotten a code for that, which is good, but I'm gonna fix that as well. But yeah, we're just gonna have to vacuum all this stuff out. So that's what we're probably gonna do right now. We're probably gonna vacuum everything out, get this pretty cleaned up, and then we'll wait for a response on this. All right, we're back. As you can see, I put a brand new filter in here because that can also cause a code if your filters are clogged. It's a couple days later. I had to wait for parts to get in. Sort of like a coupling here that goes around the MAF sensor that has clamps on it. I did some research in there. So basically what I have to do is just basically vacuum that out or clean that out. That's kind of normal for that to be under there. The car is about 30 years old, so that's normal. It's not a crazy amount. It actually looked like it went down, but what we'll do is we'll probably just wipe that out so we don't have to pull the vacuum out. Actually, we do have to pull the vacuum out anyway because we have a lot of stuff down there that we couldn't get to. So once we get that cleaned up, we'll put the MAP sensor on, and then we'll vacuum that up, put everything back together, brand new filter. It should run a lot better actually, and once we do that, we'll be good to go. I do have some clips here in my pocket that go on this side, as you can see, and then I have some for this side. This is broken, but thankfully we have two here, so then that way it can hold itself in place. So I'll cut you guys back on once I have this cleaned up, that cleaned up, and I'll put the clips in and everything. Cut you guys back on. This is the difference between the old filter and the new filter. As you can see, it's a significant difference. I mean, night and day. And this is actually the same filter. I think, yeah, it's the same filter. The red or pink just rubbed off, and it looks like this now. So that is a before and after of the filters. We have the clips installed now, which is great, as you can see. And then we'll, like I said, I'll just cut you guys back on once I do that. But I just wanted to show you guys a before and after. This is crazy. All right, we got the inside of that vacuumed out pretty well, as you can see. What I did was I had the vacuum here, and then I taped a fuel hose to the end of it, and then it got it up pretty good. We still have some acorns and things down there, as you guys can see, that we have to get to. We probably got to remove all of this, but for right now I just want to get the car driving again. So what we'll do is we will put the MAP sensor back on. As you guys can see, I have the clamps and the coupling connected. So now what we have to do is basically just put this in place, tighten it up, and then we'll be good to go. All right, MAP sensor is now installed. It was pretty tricky getting this connector connected up. What I had to do is I just had to rotate this, but as you can see, it's not moving because I tightened the clamps down. Connector is connected there and here. New MAP sensor in there, as you guys can see. I had to change the O-ring like I mentioned on this connection here. I have an O-ring kit. You guys can purchase them from Amazon or AutoZone or whatever auto parts store is near you. They come in a green, they're green O-rings, and they come in a variety of sizes. So that's what we have going on there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put the cover on. We're gonna put the filter on as well, and then we're gonna give her a start, see how she runs, and we'll go from there. I do have this that isn't connected. I'm not sure if that could be the reason for a vacuum leak. I do also have a new fuel cap as well, so I'm gonna install that maybe off camera to see if that even changes anything at all. But this is what we're looking like. We got some more vacuuming and cleaning to do, but I need a dry ice blaster. If I had a dry ice blaster, I would definitely just do everything. This is all done now. MAP sensor is installed. It is pretty easy. We don't have any bolts for the MAP sensor. The bolts that are connected or near the MAP sensor are for the throttle body, so this just slides off and you just have to loosen the clamps. The clamps are pretty tricky to get to. As you can see, there's one down there, and then there's also one down there as well. I rotated this clamp so then that way I can get the top clamp off, and then I'll be able to pull the MAP sensor off, and then that coupling down there, I would have to remove or loosen that clamp to access that. But basically I just had the clamp here so then I can easily remove the MAP sensor, and then that'll free up some space to get that clamp down there removed. But it's a pretty tight spot, but if you guys have some time and some patience, you'll get it done. Before I start the car, I wanted to show you guys this aluminum plate that I cut out for the exhaust tips. As you can see, it looks pretty flush. That way it covers the gap. But not sure if we're gonna have a rough idle still, but the MAP sensor should help it out a little bit. So I'm gonna cut you guys back on once the car is on. Okay, as you guys can hear, the idle is, I mean, it's a million times better. Oh my God, it idles so much better now. I'm gonna let you guys hear the exhaust. She idles way better now. She's not sounding like she's choking or hurting for any type of air. This is how she should sound at idle. not lumpy and everything like that. I don't even know if you guys can hear me since I got the exhaust and everything is right here, but she sounds amazing. She sounds dialed in now. We do have to fix that vacuum leak. I'm not sure where that vacuum leak is, but it could be here, it could be underneath here towards the intake, or it could also be the fuel cap, or it could also be one of these hoses. I'm not sure, but she idles amazing. Actually idles way better than before. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, share, subscribe, turn post notifications on. I will see you guys in the next video. The next video, these will be done, these will be changed, so I'm pretty excited about that. But she idles way better now, way better. Cut you guys on. As you can see, the evap code is still on. I'm gonna see if these, so the mass airflow sensor is still on here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete these codes and see if anything comes back. But yeah, just this is a cut in between clips, but I already did the outro. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys this, and then we'll see how the car drives.